So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Enigma holders. I do hope that you have enjoyed the last couple of days of downtime, catching up with friends and family. So whether you celebrate Christmas or not, downtime is always welcome. I'm joining you today from JT Towers here. I finally got some peace and quiet from those friends and family, and wanted the opportunity to formally introduce myself as the new member in the Enigma leadership team, but also say what I've been up to, but also drop some alpha. So a little about me. So I have spent the last 20 plus years in the technology sector. I know I don't look old enough, but my speciality has been taking products to market through channels, so companies that resell our stuff. Certainly for the last 18 months, been working incredibly hard helping my organization in their acquisition, which happened back in March. So we got acquired for $16.5 billion, which is not insignificant, but a lot of that has to do with getting our products to market and market quickly. So I hopefully have some transferable skills into what Enigma are doing. And look, why I joined is pretty simple. I have seen this particular project grow from strength to strength, and it's been adversity that has actually driven us to where we are today. And I think the team should be incredibly proud of what they've achieved in those timescales. This just doesn't happen in the Web 2 world. So, going from that hosting facility, seeing things fail, taking the treasury, acquiring the land, negotiating those power agreements, getting the infrastructure and security on site, establishing a managed service. All of these things just so bullish, and really builds the foundation for us to grow and expand. And expand is what we will be doing, and I'm going to be covering a little bit about that during this video. But talking of where we're going and what we're doing, of course we are looking to expand and bring new collections to the table. What I will be doing is I will be working to try and get the mind's eye onto Enigma, whether it's in the forms of AMAs and spaces, working with projects where I have got those connections with some very senior founders, community managers, etc. But my speciality is communication and PR, so I'm absolutely looking forward to getting started and getting on with the job. Talking about getting on with the job, the team have been working tirelessly, of course, to get this dashboard to us. And I know I've been part of the whole meme culture piece, and I have been absolutely cracking up at some of the memes that have been produced. But the team worked incredibly hard to get the dashboard to you for Christmas Day. And yes, of course, with any early release, there are going to be little niggles. Of course, there's going to be creases to iron out. So please, if you do spot anything that doesn't look right, please report it, raise a ticket, and the team will get on this pretty quickly. But as I said, they took a chance to get this to you in time for Christmas as a present. And I think that, it's a massive step forward. And, the website is a massive improvement. Let's be quite honest. So let's move on to other things. I kind of hinted there about, Enigma expansion. And there are some things that I do want to cover off that will hopefully be news to you. And of course, no surprise, it will be our V5 collection. Now, of course, collections have been variable in the past, but on this particular occasion, what collections moving forward will basically equal a container. A container contains around 150 miners, and if you're getting a calculator out now, it'll be the case that 40 NFTs will equal one miner. Now, the most important question that you'll all be asking is, JT, is there going to be a reinvestment? And the answer is no. Rewards will be payable at the end of each cycle, which is a huge compliment to the project, and it tells us the situation that we're in now, that we can get these miners plugged in, and once those miners start getting the rewards, we'll be in the opportunity then to claim those rewards through the dashboard. Now, there is going to be a form of burning mechanism in V5. I'm not going to tell you what's involved there, but it makes it certainly very interesting, and I will leave it there for you guys to work out what that might be. But it is, of course, about rewards, and rewards obviously are important for you as holders. Now, obviously, V4 launched probably at the worst possible time. It launched when ETH suddenly took a massive dive. The team couldn't acquire the number of miners that they wanted to in order to pay the kind of rewards that that were potentially outlined. So of course we're in that reinvestment period at the minute, and the most important thing here is that we're looking at ways to which we can reward those loyal V4 holders. Now, discussions are underway, and they are discussions. There's nothing that I can confirm with you at this point, but of course we want to reward those that have been most loyal to us. The collection is very close to minting out, and of course we want to look at V4 and see what we can do there, but lots to come. But moving forward, partnerships are going to be so important. And there are some things that I can tell you about the V4 collection. It's V4? V5? I'm not going to do another take on this. The V5. I can confirm that the artwork is going to be different. Now, hopefully there will be a collective cheer amongst a lot of you, because you're not a fan of the pixelated artwork. I'm one of them. The artwork will be, I personally think it's pretty amazing. We will be releasing some sneak peeks in the coming weeks. I'm not going to give a timeline on that, but we will be dropping those. Of course, your opinions will be welcomed. But obviously there's some traits that won't make it across the line when we do launch the collection. So please, provide your feedback. That's what we want and enjoy. Aside from that, of course, the team are working on a new pitch deck. Of course, I'm providing my inputs there, because our buy and host obviously is very separate. But the way into buy and host for many is actually through the NFT collection. So we kind of need to treat the two quite similarly in terms of our approach. And of course, part and parcel of that will be the dates. The dates for the new collection, they are being worked on, along with the price. But we also will be looking to see if there are ways in which we can incorporate a fiat mechanism. So if you're having a conversation down the pub or out with friends and family, we do pride ourselves on being one of the most sustainable and accessible collections. So if we can provide a way for you to acquire NFTs with your credit card, that's something that we are looking at. The other area that we are looking at, of course, and which has historically been a problem, is the whole whitelist meta. Now, whitelists, of course, they do work if you're looking at kind of getting into a collection early, you're looking to flip. But as we know, Enigma has never been a flip collection. It is about putting money aside so that rewards potentially can come later on down the line. Again, I'd like to point out, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes, and any rewards that you get later on down the line are neither here nor there. But there is that possibility, of course. But in terms of the whitelist meta, going back to that, I don't think it works. If somebody gets a whitelist for the V5 collection and they can mint one NFT, it's not meaningful. The ROI, let's just take a look at, what a potential ROI could be. Let's just say it was 18 months and you've paid, I don't know, $300, let's say, a 18-month ROI on that. Yeah, it's not going to rock anyone's world. You're going to want to acquire a number of those. And I personally think of Enigma Economy as a little bit about helping me, later on down the road, putting some money aside now so that I get those rewards later on and create potentially another income stream. And, if people are going to be investing, then they may want to invest a sum. And if that sum equals a certain amount of NFTs, then great. So this is something that we are looking into, maybe that we can offer some form of pre-sale that people can reserve up to a certain amount of NFTs. This, in my opinion, is something that we have to work on. It is also something that we can use as a mechanism to reward you, our existing holders, so that you want to almost reserve an allocation up to a certain amount. Again, this is at the moment conversational, but I think it's something that we do need to do in order to attract that outside of investment from other projects, maybe even target those projects so that potentially they can utilize treasury funds to access Enigma. So these are all things that are under conversation, and things that I'm incredibly bullish about. So to some final thoughts from me, incredibly excited about what's to come. I've already been having early conversations and been doing spaces talking about the challenges with the NFT market, the fact that we are in a quick flip meta. People are looking at ways and spending their liquid, but what are they doing with those profits? Is there a way that they potentially could put that profit away for reward at a later date? And that is really what we're about. And I look at the market as it stands. I look at the fact that we're all bullish on cryptocurrency long term. The potential here is absolutely enormous, and getting in at the right time is what it's all about. But again, some final thoughts for our Genesis holders. I actually saw us down to 8 NFTs listed yesterday, as I was keeping a little watchful eye on our collection. That's less than 0.1% of our overall collection. Now, there has been some listed today. Please just to remember, if you are taking yourself out of the staking pool and you're looking at listing those NFTs, you will not be getting any of the boosts that you would have received, which means those that have actually kept their Genesis staked will actually get a larger slice of the reward pie when that comes along. But as I said, I've kept you on here for long enough. Mega bullish about the project, mega bullish about my new role. Of course, there's going to be lots and lots of questions. We will be scheduling a VC in the new year, so myself, Commander, hopefully we can get Stephen on, and of course Maxi, who's doing a tremendous job keeping you all in check on the Discord. But a VC I think is needed. We can discuss what's coming up, some of the things that I've mentioned today. But yeah, so excited to get started, and thank you for all the well wishes that I did get within the Discord. I love being around you guys. But let's go smash 2023, and I hope that all of you have a lovely Christmas and New Year, and look forward to speaking to you soon.